I don't know about you, but the start of the new year always triggers a moment of reflection. Am I in a better place now than I was 12 months ago? Do I feel like I grew? And do I feel like I'm happier now than I was a year ago? And for most of your employees, this is the time where they're taking a critical look at their job. Do I still want to be here 1 year from now? And that's why it's so important that in the first couple weeks of the year, you as a manager sit down with each one of your people, ask specific questions to understand their work and personal goals so you can together design a work experience that excites them so they know this is the place they want to be to learn and grow over the next year. Hi, I'm Chris Littlefield. I'm the founder of Beyond Thank You and the author of the book 75 Team Activities for Remote Teams. I spent over 15 years helping leaders like yourself across 6 continents understand what their people really want and need to be at their best and how to give it to them. So let's jump into what we can do this year to make sure we design a work experience that our people love. Now, before I share the 3 questions that I think that every leader should be asking their people in the beginning of the year, I want to share an important reminder. And that is that every single one of our people is on a journey. And their role with you is just one stop along the way. And how long they stay at that stop depends on how much they feel like they're progressing, growing, and that their time with you and your organization is helping them live the life that they want to, both in work and outside of work. And the reason why I share this is when we talk about goals for the year, many leaders focus that goal setting process specifically about the role that the person's in and not the role they want to be in, either with your organization or with another organization 5 years from now. And they focus all the goals around work and not about what that person wants to accomplish outside of work as well. Now, these 3 questions are great to ask in a one-on-one meeting with one of your employees. What you can do is after you learn the questions today, you may want to write an email, invite your employee to a one-on-one meeting, send them the questions ahead of time so they can think about it, and then together you can sit down and go through each one of them and put a plan in place for the year. So let's get on to question 1. How do you want to grow professionally in the year ahead? What do you want to learn about? What kind of projects do you want to work on? What experiences do you want to have? And what skills do you want to develop and improve? Do you want to acquire a professional certificate, work on presentation skills, better understand marketing, event organization, or fundraising? Do you want to take on more responsibilities, maybe get promoted or develop management skills? So how would you like to grow professionally in the year ahead? Question 2, how do you want to grow personally in the year ahead? What experiences do you want to have? What do you want to make happen outside of work? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to travel more? Maybe meditate daily? Buy a house? Maybe take an improv comedy class or write a book or learn about Bitcoin or even start a side hustle. So what do you want to make happen personally over the year ahead? Now, my one caveat on this question is not everybody wants to share what they want to make happen personally. So always make this question optional. And if they do want to share, know you're there to be able to support them to accomplish their goals outside of work as well. And question number 3, how can I and the team support you to accomplish your goals? What can we do to support you? Do you want more opportunities to present in meetings or more regular feedback or help finding learning opportunities at work? Do you want people to ask about your goals or not schedule meetings on Thursday after 5 so you can attend class or let you know about networking events? So what can we do to support you in this year ahead? Now, while you're having this meeting, it's important that as your employee shares, that you ask follow-up questions to understand the motivation behind each one of their goals. So let's say, for example, your employee says, I want to get my project management certificate. As a leader, you may follow up by saying something like, okay, so why is that important to you this year? And your employee may respond with something like, well, I really want to get promoted, and I notice that everybody on the team has that. And so by understanding the motivation behind their goal, you can help them work towards their larger goal. So you know what? Here's some of the things that you may want to work towards in order to get promoted. Here's some of the certificates that are available inside of work. Here's some of the skills you may want to work on to accomplish that. By asking those follow-up questions, you understand the heart and motivation behind each one of them, and you can better support them to accomplish them. Now, once you've gotten through all the questions, this is where you sit down with your employee and you map out what are the most important goals for this person, which things are going to make the biggest difference, and then what can you specifically do to support them to accomplish each. Put things on the calendar, put a plan in place, and schedule it out, and make sure if you say you're going to do follow-up something as a leader, if you're going to help make connections, try to make one in the next week. If you're going to help connect them to training opportunities, make sure you set that up in the next month. Put it on your to-do list, because when you take action to help that employee accomplish what they want to accomplish, guess what they're going to do for your customers and for your organization as well. And that's how we design experiences that are going to ensure that next year, 12 months from now, when you ask these questions again, that employee is sure that they grew, that they developed, that they're happier today than they were a year ago, and that you're the manager that they need to continue to grow professionally and have the life they want, both inside of work and outside work as well. If you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe. And what are some of your goals for this year? I'd love you to share them in the comment section below. And one of the biggest things you could do that's going to help support me to keep on making these videos is share this video with at least one other manager who you think can make a difference for. Once again, I'm Chris Littlefield from Beyond Thank You, and together, let's continue to build cultures where people feel valued every single day. Take care and have an amazing day.